63% of young men are now single, and men of all ages are starting to struggle more and more with finding a partner and finally settling down. And I should know, my name's Andrew Wilkinson. I run a dating and relationship company helping guys from all over the world get a girlfriend. And I want to share with you the most important message that I got from 2024 from helping these guys get through it. Because I think the biggest problem is that most single men, they ask the wrong question. And this was kind of epitomized within a podcast I was listening to recently with Jordan Peterson. And he talks about how he went on these live tours where he'd be speaking to the crowd and they'd do a Q&A. And night after night, the same question kept coming up. How do I find the perfect partner for me? And he said that he kept trying to speak through this question, give his thoughts. And he eventually realized, because he was struggling to answer it, the question itself is wrong, because we've become so obsessed with, oh, well, where do we go find this other person? Because I'm already perfect. So where do I just go find them? And that's the thing. If you look on my channel, all the most popular videos, they're basically just related to how to find the girl. But it's the wrong mindset. If we're going into 2025, it's time to start wondering, well, how do I just become the guy that people want to date? We want to think about, how do we become such an amazing partner that people want to come find me, that people want to date me? Because funnily enough, this is actually the easier of the two options. Because if we develop ourselves into a more attractive partner, a strong, capable man, well, they're in quite short supply. And this is something that I do see a lot with clients who come to me. They speak about their main issue, dating apps don't work for me. I don't really know how to meet girls. And certainly, that is a problem that we work on. Learning how to approach, putting yourself out there, it's helpful. But oftentimes the thing is more underlying than that. It's the fact that they're struggling to emotionally connect. They have really deep-seated insecurities that are blocking them and allowing them to just feel isolated and alone. Do this as an exercise, because every guy can. Sit on the edge of your bed and ask, simply put, how could I be a bit better? Could I have a few more friends? Could I have some better hobbies? Could I not be living paycheck to paycheck? Most men think their problem is identifying and finding the right girl. But I don't believe that's the case at all. I think if you develop yourself, yes, there is still some skill of going out and meeting her, but they'll also come to you. There are still opportunities you have in your day-to-day life where people will engage. And it's so much easier to just be the guy that hits the gym, that starts to develop and improve himself, that starts to work on his social skills, starts to be able to communicate better. Because if you do all of these skills, then dating becomes easier, because people want to give you a shot. They want to give you an opportunity. When you walk up and say hi, they smile, they're receptive, they want to engage with you. One of the things and principles that I work off with guys is, it is not your job to convince anyone to like you. It is your job to show them who you are. So dating skill instead relates to your ability to communicate who you are. There is no point in trying to convince anyone to be interested, because it's a fundamentally flawed premise. Because if you have to do that, then you have to continually do that for the rest of time. And one, it's probably not going to work. And two, even if you get it to work for a little bit, you then have to just sustain that. And it's not possible, and it's deceitful. But the idea that you have to just show who you are is quite encouraging, because it focuses your effort in the right place. It makes you think of where you can develop yourself, where you can work on. Because I don't really work too much with clients on how to go on a date. And it's because I like to say that, well, the work's already done. You've done the work previously. All you're doing is presenting and showing who you are. You already are the finished product. You are something that you're taking to that date. Just show who it is. And there's some skill around expressing that properly. But you don't need to learn all these dating tricks and ways to sort of get a girl to be interested in you. Just build the man that is. You know how to do that. You've watched enough videos like these. You know there are things that you can build. So if you don't want to end up single for another 6 months, then think truly hard on this. How can you improve? How can you develop? Because the highest predictor for your future actions and future experiences are your past actions and your past experiences. So if you don't want to be that guy that is just perpetually locked in that cycle for the rest of time of being single, then I suggest you start to look at your life. And one of the first places that you can go is starting to address your lifestyle. And that is probably one of the more underrated and attractive traits for a man, to have that kind of attractive lifestyle that people want to join. And if you want to know exactly how to do that, then check out this video here, and it will show you how you can build an attractive lifestyle that women want to join.